I have a winner mentality, being able to go and practice and want to win every drill, want to do everything at perfection. I'm kind of perfect.
Angel Reese versus Caitlin Clark, separating fact from fantasy. Angel Reese has been making headlines lately, but not always for the right reasons. Ever since LSU's 2023 NCAA championship win, she seemed determined to claim a spot in the spotlight. From her bold claims to her antics on and off the court, Reese has created buzz, but how much of it is substance, and how much is simply noise? The Caitlin Clark standard. Before diving into Reese's story, let's talk about Caitlin Clark, the generational talent reshaping women's basketball. Averaging 19.2 points per game in her rookie WNBA season, Clark isn't just playing basketball, she's rewriting its playbook. Her long-range shooting, reminiscent of Steph Curry, combined with her incredible 8.4 assists per game, has turned her into the heartbeat of any team she joins. Clark doesn't rely on theatrics or trash talk to capture attention. She lets her game speak for itself, and the results are undeniable: Rookie of the Year, All-WNBA First Team, and a trailblazer for women's basketball. She's not chasing rivals, she's chasing history. Angel Reese, ambition or illusion? Angel Reese has talent, no doubt. Her ability to dominate the boards, setting a rookie record with 1,146 rebounds, 13.1 per game, is impressive. But when it comes to well-rounded greatness, she falls short. Averaging just 1.9 assists per game, Reese...
You made some comments about Angel Reese. You called her garbage, compared to Caitlin Clark.
Yes. Sometimes we do play the race card too much, or when it's not necessary.
That defines elite players like Clark. Reese's scoring? A respectable 13.6 points per game in her rookie WNBA season. But in a league where stars consistently break barriers, decent isn't enough to propel you to the top. Chasing the spotlight. Reese's actions speak volumes about her priorities. From her infamous "you can't see me" taunt during the NCAA tournament to her ongoing attempts to position herself as Clark's equal, her focus seems more on grabbing headlines than on improving her game. Social media stunts and bold proclamations might attract attention, but they don't build legacies. True greatness isn't about the loudest voice in the room, it's about results on the court.
Is a forward, but the reason why it's a rival is not because of basketball. It's because Angel Reese is willing to chirp and talk that trash, and then go on the court and back it up. And you know what it's got us doing? Watching Angel
Up to her talk. The bigger picture. To dismiss Reese entirely would be unfair. Her trash talk and confidence bring a certain flair to the game, and her rebounding prowess is no small feat, but basketball is about more than one skill. It's about scoring, playmaking, leadership, and raising the level of your team. Clark embodies all of these qualities. She's not just excelling, she's elevating the sport, inspiring fans, and proving that women's basketball deserves the spotlight. Reese, meanwhile, is stuck in a cycle of chasing Clark's achievements instead of carving out her own path. What's next for Angel Reese? Reese has
This ain't racial. This is about sports. This is about athletic ability. You look at Caitlin Clark's game, who's very reminiscent of a Steph Curry, based on her range and shoot.
To be remembered for more than her social media presence, she'll need to focus on refining her game. The WNBA isn't about slogans or stunts, it's about performance. As for Clark, she continues to set the bar higher with every game. Her scoring, assists, and leadership are unmatched, and her ability to stay laser-focused on her goals makes her the ultimate competitor. Conclusion. Angel Reese might be entertaining, but Caitlin Clark is extraordinary. The difference between them isn't just about stats, it's about vision, discipline, and the relentless pursuit of greatness. It's time for Reese to let go of the rivalry and focus on being the best version of herself. Until then, Caitlin Clark remains in a league of her own. Caitlin Clark versus Angel Reese, a tale of two careers. In professional basketball, the gap between good and great is often razor-thin. Yet Caitlin Clark has made it look effortless, setting herself apart as a generational talent in her rookie WNBA season. Averaging 19.2 points per game, she didn't just lead all rookies in scoring, she solidified her status as a rising superstar. Meanwhile, Angel Reese, though talented in her own right, hasn't quite reached the same heights.
Than Caitlin's. If we're able to stop tying them together, I think way more people will appreciate the things that Angel does well, as opposed to defending the greatness that is Caitlin Clark and what she does.
To the numbers. Clark's Steph Curry-like brilliance. Clark's game is already drawing comparisons to Steph Curry, thanks to her exceptional shooting range and ability to dominate beyond the three-point line. But her impact goes far beyond scoring. With an incredible 8.4 assists per game, Clark orchestrates her team's offense with the precision of a maestro, creating opportunities not just for herself but for everyone on the court. Reese, on the other hand, managed just 1.9 assists per game. While rebounding is her strength, setting a rookie record with 1,146 total rebounds and an average of 13.1 per game, rebounding alone doesn't define greatness. Clark, despite juggling elite scoring and playmaking, still averaged a solid 5.7 rebounds per game, proving her versatility as a well-rounded player. Accolades, a clear divide. When it came to awards, Clark's dominance was undeniable. She earned the Rookie of the Year title, a well-deserved honor that crowned her stellar debut season. She also secured a spot on the All-WNBA first team, a feat many players...
That's where I want to go with this. This is the biggest thing we have to applaud about Angel Reese. She goes out in the midst of all of this pub and notoriety being thrown in the direction of a Caitlin Clark. And everybody is talking about, yeah, but it's Caitlin Clark and everybody else. Well, Angel Reese said, nah, it ain't Caitlin Clark and everybody else. It's me too. And then showed up on national television, showed up last night, and down 15, having already lost 2 games.
Make the cut. She was absent from the All-WNBA first team, second team, and even the honorable mentions, a glaring contrast to Clark's meteoric rise. The bigger picture. Clark's impact goes beyond stats. She's redefining what's possible in women's basketball, drawing record-breaking viewership and inspiring fans of all ages. Her limitless basketball IQ, unmatched shooting range, and ability to carry a team make her one of the most electrifying players to ever step onto a court. Reese has made headlines, but often for her off-court persona rather than her performance. Social media fame and sponsorship deals may keep her in the spotlight, but lasting greatness is built on what happens between the lines. A legacy in the making. If we stop tying these two players together, perhaps we can better appreciate what each brings to the game. Reese excels in rebounding and hustle, vital aspects of basketball that deserve recognition. But the reality remains, Caitlin Clark has set a standard that is leagues ahead. Clark's rookie season isn't just a chapter in her story, it's the foundation of a legacy. She has proven that women's basketball is as compelling, competitive, and thrilling as any sport out there. Fans tune in not just to watch her play but to witness history being made. Angel Reese has potential, and her journey is far from over. But for now, the spotlight belongs to Caitlin Clark, the player who's not just raising the bar, but redefining it entirely. Caitlin Clark, a transformative force in women's basketball. Women's basketball has entered an exciting new era, and Caitlin Clark is at the center of it. Her record-breaking performances and undeniable impact on the court are drawing unprecedented attention to the WNBA, proving that women's sports can captivate just as much as the men's game. But while Clark's dominance is clear, not everyone in the spotlight is earning it the same way. The rivalry that isn't. Media buzz has attempted to frame Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese as the next great sports rivalry. But let's be honest, this comparison feels forced. Unlike Magic Johnson and Larry Bird, two athletes who pushed each other to greater heights, Clark and Reese's careers have been anything but evenly matched. Clark has redefined women's basketball with her scoring, playmaking, and leadership. Time magazine named her the 2024 Athlete of the Year, a title reserved for athletes who truly change the game. She's already cemented her place as a trailblazer. Meanwhile, Reese, though talented, has yet to deliver the kind of consistent on-court brilliance that puts her on equal footing with Clark. Talking the talk versus walking the walk. Angel Reese has made headlines, but often for reasons that have little to do with basketball. Her off-court presence, be it bold social media posts or flashy endorsements, has kept her in the spotlight. Recently, she landed a shoe deal with Reebok, celebrated as a groundbreaking move. But critics argue that her marketability relies more on controversy than dominance. Clark, in contrast, lets her game speak for itself. Sponsors flock to her not for drama but for her undeniable talent and leadership. She embodies what it means to be a game changer, a role model whose actions on the court inspire millions. A legacy in the making. Caitlin Clark's future looks brighter than ever. With the Indiana Fever, she's poised to elevate not just her team but the entire league. Fans tune in because they know she'll deliver, whether that's with jaw-dropping three-pointers or the kind of leadership that turns moments into history. Reese, on the other hand, finds herself in a different place. While she sparked conversations about women's basketball, they often center on her personality rather than her skills. To secure a legacy, Reese will need to bring more than bold claims and headlines, she'll need results. The standard of greatness. Caitlin Clark isn't just raising the bar, she's setting a new gold standard. Her ability to dominate the game and elevate those around her proves what true greatness looks like. She's already inspired a new generation of fans and players who see her as proof of what's possible. Reese's ambition is admirable, but ambition without consistent results is just noise. The gap between striving and achieving remains wide. Clark, focused and unbothered by the noise, continues to show that success is built not on words but on actions. The bottom line. Caitlin Clark has proven that women's basketball is a force to be reckoned with. Her brilliance on the court isn't just exciting to watch, it's transformative. While Angel Reese's journey is still unfolding, the story of this new era in the WNBA revolves around Clark. Her impact isn't just about stats or awards, it's about changing the way we see the game. Americans from all walks of life are tuning in, discovering that women's basketball isn't just worth watching, it's worth celebrating. And with Caitlin Clark leading the charge, the best is yet to come.